Hey everybody, Deb here with Heart Centered Use Daily Dose. Today is Wisdom Wednesday, and boy have I got a good one for you. Alright, so as I posted last week, I am reading You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero, and I just got to the fear chapter. Alright, and it really motivated me with this quote about fear. And she says, "On the other side of your fear is your freedom." Okay, on the other side of your fear is your freedom. Now, I'm sure you have definitely come across a lot of different points of fear in my life, be it emotional fear, physical fear, whatever it may be. I'm sure we've all tackled that anxiety and overwhelm that goes on in our head, the limiting beliefs, the emotional states that we get in, and it's really hard to get to the other side of it. It's hard to see the freedom. It's hard to see the forest through the trees, especially when we're in that heightened state. And so it really motivated me to do an activity with you guys that would really help reframe your thinking, okay? When you get into that fear-based thought process, when your ego is trying to keep you safe, when it's trying to protect you, when it's trying to keep the circumstances familiar within your mind, that's when we have to rewrite the story. We have to reroute our connections, and we have to start coming at life from a place of empowerment. So what we're going to do is I wrote out a bunch of what ifs, all right? And we're going to play both sides, because this is it, guys. If you are going to give energy to fear, if you're going to talk about the fear of failure and all that stuff, you have to give the same energy to the opportunity, okay? Every trigger has a fear response and an opportunity response. And if you're gonna pay attention to the fear, the least you can do is pay attention to the opportunity and then make your choice. So that's what we're gonna do today, right here, right now. This is gonna be a longer post, but if you stay with me, I guarantee you can use this in your own world. You can use this in your own decision making and start making a difference and start getting out there more and experiencing your life more. That's what it's all about, okay? So, what if, we're going to do the fear and then we're going to do the opportunity, all right? And I even made little flashcards so that you can screenshot as you watch this and really take this with you, okay? All right, so the first fear, it's a big one. What if I fail? What if I fail? All right, guys, so what is the opportunity? What if, dun, 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 can you see that? What if I succeed? What if I learn? What if I grow? What if I improve? What if I inspire? Those are the questions you need to ask. If you are feeling that fear of failure, then you also need to actually feel the feeling of inspiration, the feeling of success, the feeling of growth, the feeling of learning, okay? All right. What if people judge me? What if people judge me? How are we going to bring the opportunity to that one? Ready? See? What if others' opinions of me are none of my business? What if I approve of myself? What if not everybody resonates or approves and I'm okay with that? Shocker! All right, you guys, this is exciting stuff, because if you can free yourself of attaching to the opinions of others, if you can actually just focus on being good enough for you and on really just knowing it's okay if not everybody likes or resonates or agree with me, I'm gonna still do what I gotta do so that I can impact the people that do resonate, so that I can contribute, so that I can live out my truth. It's powerful stuff. All right. Next, what if I'm alone? Or what if I'll be lonely? What if you need to break up with someone, or you need to change friendships and you're afraid of being alone and that's what's stopping you? Well, see? What if I learn to love who I'm alone with? Okay? What if my identity isn't defined by my relation to others? Sometimes when we are changing relationships, when we're letting go of relationships that once really defined us, it can be really tough to realize who we are without them. And this is a huge opportunity for you to say, what else do I bring to the table? What else makes me me? I am not just a girlfriend or a boyfriend or a husband or a wife. I'm not just a daughter. I'm not just a friend. You fill in the blanks. There are so many aspects to who you are. And when you feel that fear of being alone, when you feel that fear of being unsupported, or like you can't be happy without that human connection, you got to start realizing what else makes you you. And embracing all of those facets are going to increase your self-love, it's going to increase your awareness, and it's going to send a signal to the universe what you want, what you resonate with, and they're going to be able to co-create with you to get that. All right. What if I get hurt? This is a big one. This has to do with relationships especially, but in the grand scheme of things, hurt, that fear of getting hurt, of being vulnerable, constantly blocks us from achieving our goals and really experiencing true love. So, this is how I reframe it as an opportunity. What if I get to be educated? What if I get aware? What if I learn what unconditional love is all about? What if I experience and feel, okay? Do you see this? Is it backwards? No. Okay. What if I get to feel the deepest love that I didn't even know existed? Okay? So when you give yourself the opportunity to really, peel back the layers, to show that raw version of yourself, to be vulnerable, yes, there is always the risk of rejection. But here's the thing, guys, and we go back to that first one. It's okay if not everybody likes and resonates and agrees and adores you. That's okay. That doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. It just means that you're not in alignment, and you want that education. You want that kind of missed opportunity because really you're dodging a bullet. You don't want to be with somebody that you're not aligned with. And that's not because there's anything wrong with either one of you. It's because there's something better out there. There's something that's a better fit. There's someone that you can be your true self with, not your poised, made up self with. There's always opportunities to see that when you're not really fearing all that could go wrong, you can start to realize that in the process of figuring out what's right, you learn more about yourself, okay? And so that fear of getting hurt, we gotta redirect it, because in learning that stuff about us and being raw, that's the only way to open ourselves up to the greatness, to the true loves, to the passion, to the vulnerability that breeds love, okay? Knowing that you are totally and 100% committed to somebody in that raw state could make them love you that much more. It can really show them sides of you that nobody else gets to see, and that makes that bond between you so authentic and so unique and so rare and true and real, and that is what fuses people together. It's not the, oh, I'm pretty and I'm nice and I'm this and I'm that. That's not those things. It is the vulnerability that breeds that unconditional, real, true, lasting partnerships. And so that's not something to fear, that's something to aspire to, okay? All right. And then we've got, the fear of, but the truth hurts, okay? The fear of hurting yourself in being true, or hurting someone else in being true, and in saying something that maybe is hard to hear. So we hold back and we don't pursue things because we don't want to hurt other people, or we don't want to disappoint ourselves. So here's what I have to say to that. The opportunity here, is what if the truth hurts now? What if it's temporary, guys? What if it hurts now, but it opens the doors for authentic relationships over time? All right, what if the lie is what hurts? Okay, and telling the truth is really just aligning you, okay, with what's unfamiliar, but actually pretty healthy and an empowering life. Okay, I've got one more. See this? What if the boundaries that you're setting for yourself are helping the universe bring you the people and the opportunities and the experiences that are aligning with your best self, okay, and are aligning with your higher standards? Really read this one, guys. Because if you do not set boundaries, if you do not lead the kind of life with the attitude and the mindset that it takes to achieve that, then you cannot attract those things. The universe cannot co-create with you. And that is the point of all of this. It's surrendering to let the universe bring you the vibration that you're putting out there. So if your vibration is fear and limits and complacency, well, shit, people, that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get a life of sea-level junk. That is not what you're about, all right? You have to vibrate this capability. You have to vibrate this trust, this surrender, and this willingness to co-create with the universe because it's there for you. These opportunities exist and they are waiting. They are begging for you to say yes, to ask for help, to give the universe permission to give you these experiences, to bring the people into your lives that are going to up-level you, to bring you experiences and circumstances and opportunities that are going to make you crazy with joy and bliss and flow. But you have got to shift your thinking. You've got to do these kind of activities and remind your brain that fear does not lead, that fear does not know. Fear is false evidence appearing real. It's false, guys. And all you have to do is give more time, more focus, and more energy to the other side of the equation. Because Jen is right. On the other side of fear is freedom. Now go get it. Namaste.